What is up, guys? Zane for playbook.gg, and in today's video we're going to go over a play out of the gun doubles formation that has double diving post routes.
Before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the great tutorials that we've got headed your way here on the playbook.gg YouTube channel.
Okay guys, so welcome back. Now in today's video we're going to go over the gun doubles skinny post. This is found in two playbooks in Madden 20. The Jacksonville Jaguars, which you guys know is my absolute favorite playbook in Madden 20 early on in the year. In fact, you guys can check out, I've got two offenses on playbook.gg right now, the gun Y trips, and we also have the two-back offense, the more of the power smash mouth meta style offense on the Jags book on the website. So this is going to be on the gun doubles. And then the other playbook is the West Coast, which is also a very, very popular playbook. Now, a lot of people love the West Coast playbook because of the diving post route that you have in the play mesh post. This play skinny post has two routes that you can throw for diving animations. Now we're going to go ahead and work this against random zone and kind of just work through all the different zone combinations you could possibly see, and you're going to see how this works. Now, in general, the rule of thumb I like to use is I like to watch the linebacker flow, and I like to look for a hole in the zone. You're going to time this with a down pass lead. This could be on the left analog stick. This could also be on the D-pad, and you're going to just try to make an aggressive catch. Now, we're going to make some incomplete passes here. We're going to definitely throw some balls that are going to be questionable reads, but I want to show you the consistency of this route, what to look for, what to not do when we show this. So again, you kind of watch the flow. You see the linebackers kind of basically spread out in the middle of the field. You could throw a down pass lead to the post to Davante Adams and make the aggressive catch. Now, this is something that's worth talking about because he is going against Jalen Ramsey, who is smothered all over him on this route. So you see that there's not a lot of room. This is actually a trust throw. You're just going to make the down pass lead and make the aggressive catch. The problem with this animation this year, and we did a video on this last week that Rockets put out, is that there are not very many defensive animations in the game that break up this diving catch animation and cause incomplete passes. So this is going to be one of those things where you just see the sliver of grass in the middle of the field and you throw that down pass lead. So as we work through this, you just see, okay, if they kind of fan out, you're going to go ahead and throw this down pass lead, make these diving catches in the middle of the field. Very, very simple. Cover 3 also does not do a good job at stopping this because that center fielder continues to drift and drift and drift. And you would anticipate that he would actually break down on the throw, but he just doesn't. You see right here, you got two routes breaking in the middle of the field, but he's still covering grass, dropping back in the middle of the end zone, giving us this huge, I mean, look at it. It's about by the time this ball's thrown and he starts to react, you've got about 12 yards of cushion to make this diving animation in front of the middle third defender. So it's very, very easy throw against the cover 3. Now, again, you're going to kind of watch the flow. Here's an example of, I think this was a match quarters. We go ahead and throw that. That was actually not the best call right there. You saw kind of a trade-off right there in the zone, not a very conventional zone coverage call. Again, you're going to see right here, here's a diving animation. That's the next thing. Linebackers do not animate in this game. So go ahead and throw the ball right at linebackers with this. Just throw it straight into them. They have to be using to get animations from linebackers, or in this example, this is a DN dropping into zone. They just do not jump up and make these plays. Now, slot corner playing a vertical hook, yes, you're going to have far more of an opportunity to disrupt that throw by swatting it or picking it. But if it's a linebacker, just trust this throw, make this throw, because again, they do not interrupt it and they do not swat it if they are a linebacker. So we kind of just continue to go through here. Here's an example of Valdez Scantling, diving animation to the other side. Down pass lead, just watch the linebacker flow. If they flow to one side, throw the backside against the flow that they're using. So again, you see right here, here's Davante Adams. Actually doesn't get the diving animation right there, so they had a chance to break the ball out, and they did in that example. But again, you're going to see here, if you rep this over and over and over, you're going to find that very consistently you can make this throw against pretty much any coverage and have good success. So you see right here another one. You're going to be able to throw this over and over. Now, the thing about this play that makes it more special, in my opinion, is that yes, your opponent can use her. They can drop back straight into one of these lanes. So say they were this guy and they see this happening. They're not going to sit in the middle of the field. They're going to drop out here into about this area of the field and try to, make a pick somewhere, around this area. But the problem is if they're over here, that means you've got the same throw into this pocket right here to this guy breaking over the middle. So your opponent has a choice. They can only use one or the other. Now, the other thing is that if you have the post route specialist, which there are many receivers in the game that have it, and they play man coverage on you, you're still going to get separation, so you can still make this throw. So again, you kind of see here how this works. You're going to have the ability to throw either of those post routes. Now, the one defense, in my opinion, that does a solid job at stopping this is going to be more of a cover 2 defense, where you kind of have a mid-read zone and then vertical hooks. Now, this is a linebacker. I actually should have trusted this throw and just made this throw right here, throwing it, boom, right here, because he's not going to make a play on this. This is a linebacker. But slot corners and vertical hooks will sometimes do a decent job. Here's an example of, I think this is more of a cover 4 right there. Ramsey was all over it. Now, the shutdown corners will sometimes play it, especially in the press coverage. So just kind of be aware of that. Again, you're gonna see the best success possible when you throw this at linebackers. Again, another example, Valdez-Scantling, just making that diving animation over the middle while the linebacker watches it sail over his head. So again, we'll kind of show you here, same deal. Throw it right at him. They have to be using it for that linebacker to make that stop right there. So don't be afraid at all. I mean, you see right here, this is an example where he gets rerouted, and even still you can fit that throw in with a diving animation. Now, the reason I really like this play is that the gun doubles in the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive playbook is rather good. I'm a big fan of it. I think that there's quite a bit of plays that you can utilize that get you some decent zone beating concepts, some decent man beating concepts, especially when you start to implement some of the tricks and tips for route running and getting on bumpables and getting one-play scores against man coverage that we break down on Playbook GG. So make sure you guys are checking out the website. $9.95 a month will get you access to every piece of content on the website. And you guys will definitely be able to take advantage of those tips, implement them into your own offense, whether or not you're running what's on the site or something that is more in tune with what you want to do. So there's a lot of conceptual stuff on the site, and then obviously there's stuff game plan wise for those that don't necessarily feel comfortable labbing up their own schemes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.